Amy Ruth, and this is my lesson for Standard SC.1.L.14.2 about the parts of a plant with a first grade class. Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Ruth.
I'm so excited for everything we're doing today. It's going to be so much fun. But first, we have to go over our rules of the classroom. So remember, when the teacher's talking, you're listening. You have to answer a question. You have to raise your hand. Await your turn. Remember, we'll be nice, kind to our friends with hands and feet to ourselves, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I have something really cool over here to show you. I started with white flowers like this, and I cut them. I put them into this colored water, and look what happened.
Cool.
All right, this table, come up and take a look at my flowers. Tell me what you think.
They're very pretty.
Pretty cool.
My favorite is the pink one.
All right, great job. Have a seat. We're going to talk about what we saw. Can anyone predict how the flower changed colors? Shirley?
Did you drop them into the water, Miss Ruth?
That's a good guess. I bet after we learn a little bit more about flowers today, you'll be able to really tell me what happened with those flowers. All right, so we're going to be learning about flowers today, the parts of a flower and their jobs. And then, given art supplies and labels, you're going to be able to label the parts of a flower correctly, hopefully with 90% accuracy. So first, I'm going to set a timer, and you're going to pick a partner and do a partner talk. I want you guys to talk about when you've seen flowers before and what you already know about flowers. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, find your partner. Okay, the timer starts right now. Talk with your partner.
We've seen flowers at our house. Oh, I know. We've seen some pretty ones at the gardens that we visited before. Oh, there are pretty flowers at our church. Which I don't remember. The flowers smell stinky or do they smell good? They smell good? I like the purple. Purple one. Do bugs like to eat flowers? What's that bug that buzzes around and eats the stuff out? What buzzes around? Bees. Bees, that's right. So are the bees going to hurt us if we're smelling the flower and the bees inside the flower? It's about 5 minutes. I like it when you do this.
Oh, there's my timer. I was listening and I heard some great discussions with our partners about what we already know about flowers. One more question before we read our story. Does anybody remember a story that they've heard before that has flowers or plants or trees in it? Okay, you heard a story about acorns. Fantastic. We're going to read a story now to get us started talking about the parts of a plant. My story is called The Amazing Life Cycle of Plants, written by Kay Barnum and illustrated by Maddie Frost. And a life cycle is what a plant does from the time it's a seed all the way to a grown-up plant. Look around you. How many plants and flowers and trees and grasses can you see? These natural beauties grow over and over again. But how do they do it? Where's the place that you've seen a flower before?
At the barn.
At the barn? All right. Get ready to dig deep and find out more about the amazing life cycle of plants. A seed is a baby plant. It's wrapped in a shell to keep it safe until it's time to grow. There are lots of different types of seeds. Avocado stones, several seeds, and acorns are all seeds. Did you know that an avocado pit in the inside is the seed? It grows new avocado plants. For a seed to grow, everything must be just right. There must be enough water, heat, and light, as well as the right type of soil. Does anybody know what gives the plant light?
The sun?
The sun gives the plant light. Good job. When the seed cracks open, roots grow down and a shoot grows up. This is a sunflower seed, and it's turned into a seedling. You see the roots under the ground on the picture? The shoot grows taller and thicker, and soon it becomes the plant's stem. Here's the stem. The stem is strong enough to support the plant as it grows bigger and more leaves appear. It also carries water and food from the roots. These will help the plant grow. The plant's leaves are very important too. They take in a gas called carbon dioxide. When this gas mixes with water and sunlight, it makes a sugary food for the plant. Now the plant has energy to grow. The leaves give out another gas called oxygen. Humans need oxygen to survive. Do you know what oxygen is, Alex? What is it? Oxygen is the air that we breathe in. Plants give us that, and trees. Once the plant is full grown, flowers appear. First, there's a bud. Slowly this opens to show the petals. Flowers are bright and bold. They have a strong smell. But this makes it easy for bees, butterflies, and other creatures to find them. And deep inside the flower, there's a sweet liquid called nectar. Bees use this to make honey. Insects drink it to give them energy. All right, so that's our story about plants. Before we start talking a little bit more about plant parts, we're going to take a little bit of a brain break. So we get to stand up and move our bodies and get our wiggles out before we keep talking about plants with the teacher. More about the parts of a plant. So, let's look at my big picture of this flower. It shows us all the plants a plant has. Here are the plant's roots. Let's look at them. The roots are super important for the plant. Does everybody know what an anchor of a boat is? Do you know what an anchor is for a boat? It doesn't grab people up. That's a lifesaver. You know what an anchor to a boat does?
It stops the boat from moving if you throw it overboard.
That's right. It grabs onto the sand underneath of the water, and it keeps the boat from moving around. The roots do kind of the same thing for a flower. It grabs onto the sand or the dirt or the soil, and it makes it so the plant doesn't blow away when the wind blows. And it also has another important job. Did you know that, Alex? It takes in water from the soil and brings it up to the rest of the plant. Does anybody remember what this part of the flower is from our story? What is it? This part right here. Stem. So when the water gets into the roots of the plant, the stem carries it up all the way to the flower. Some people say it's like an elevator. You go in an elevator and it takes you up lots of stories instead of walking up all those stairs, right? So the stem does the same thing. All the way up. Goes up to the leaves. And the leaves, I think, are the most important part of the flower.
It goes up to the seeds.
It does. It goes up to all of the parts of the plant. And the leaves are food factories. The leaves actually make food for the plant.
I don't like leaves.
Food for the plant is just as important as food for you and me. And then it goes all the way up to the flowers. And the flowers are very important too. Bees and other insects come and are pollinators. And the seeds come from the flower. That makes it so that when the seeds fall down, new plants can grow. Sometimes the seeds fall down and then the wind carries them away to a new place. That's how flowers grow to a new place. And sometimes animals can pick up the seeds and bring them to a new place.
And so, why does the bees build flowers?
Well, the bees come and they take the pollen from inside of the flower. That's what they like. That's why they go there.
So, why does honeybees like to make honey flowers?
That's what bees are for, to make honey. That's why we love them. So remember to raise our hand, okay? All right, so we read a story so far. We talked a little bit about that. Now we know some more about parts of a plant. So let's look at our little experiment over here. Can anyone apply what you learned so far and tell me how the color got from the bowl all the way up to the petals? Do you know how it happened?
Because of the water, the paint from the paint come up.
The colored water came up. How did it come up from down here to up here? What is this part called?
The stem.
The stem. So usually when a flower is in the ground, the roots take up that water and then it goes to the stem. We can't really see those roots. They're underneath the ground. I already cut the roots off of this flower. But the stem does that job. It carries it up, remember, just like an elevator, all the way up to the petals. That's how it happens. So we applied what we learned. That's awesome.
That looks like that.
It does look very similar. We're going to be doing that pretty soon. All right. So now we're going to do something together. I'm going to do it with you. Remember, this is called a graphic organizer. A graphic organizer takes all the different things that we've learned and it puts it together into one place. So let's look on your table. Grab one of the papers that look like mine and a pencil. And we're going to do this graphic organizer together. I'm going to ask you what each part, the roots, the stem, the leaves, and the flowers, what we learned about them. I'm going to write it on the board, and your job is to write it on your paper, just like mine. Who can tell me something that they've learned about the roots? Shirley?
They bring water from the ground up to the stem.
Perfect. So I'm going to write here, and then you're going to write it on your paper. Bring water to the rest of the plants. Now you make sure you're writing on your paper. Great job. Who can tell me what the next word says on our next copy? Can you read that one for me, Alex? Stem. What did we learn about the stem? What did I say the stem was like? What does the stem do? The roots are down here and the stem does what, Shirley?
It brings the water to the rest of the plant like a elevator.
It's like an elevator, yeah? Carries it from the roots up to the leaves. Right, I'm gonna write like an elevator. Brings water to the leaves. What part of our plant is this thing? Shirley?
Leaves?
Leaves. The leaves have such an important job. You can remember what job the leaves have. When the water comes from the roots to the stem, when it gets to the leaves, there's waters and minerals. The leaves turns it into food. Good job. So the leaves make food for the plant. So that's what we're going to write. Makes food for the plant. Great job. You guys are remembering so well. And our last part of the plant is what? Can you remember, Alex? Part of the plant is this.
Flower.
So flowers. And tell me something you know about a flower. What does the flower hold that makes new plants? What does the plant hold, the flower hold that makes new plants? We plant in the ground to make new plants. Almost. Can you help him, Shirley?
Seeds.
Seeds. The flowers hold the seeds, which helps us make new plants. So we're going to write holds the seed. Wow, you guys did a great job with that. So when you're done writing, I'm going to come collect your papers, and let's put our pencils back in the middle. Wow, I'm impressed. Great. Now is the fun part. We get to use our whiteboards. Everybody grab a whiteboard and a marker and an eraser.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to show you a picture of a part of a plant. And I might give you a little clue. Your job is to write what part of the plant I'm showing you. Remember, the words are right here. Roots, stem, leaves, flowers. Okay. This is pointing, the arrow is pointing to a part of the plant. And that part of the plant holds the seeds, and it's pretty too. This part of the plant. Roots, stem, leaves, flowers. When you're done, hold up your board for me so I can see your answers. That's perfect. Let me see your answer. Good job. Ta-da! Check if your answer is right. It was the flower. All right, let's do another one. What part of the plant is this one pointing to? It is like an elevator. Let me see your answers. Good job, ta-da! It is the stem. Remember, think like an elevator. It carries the food and minerals up to the leaves, and it supports the plant so it doesn't fall down. Good job. All right, next one. This plant is not in its pot, so we can see this part of the plant. What part of the plant is this one pointing to? under the soil, so we usually don't see them. All right, one more. What part of the plant is this one pointing to? It is such an important part of the plant because it is the food factory. Fantastic! It is the leaves of the plant. It makes food for the plant. Fantastic! You guys really know about parts of a plant now. All right, so now we're going to put our whiteboards back in our bucket when they're all cleaned off, our markers and our erasers back in our bucket. Great job. Okay, so now it's your turn to do something all by yourself. You're going to create a picture of your own plant with some art supplies, and your job is to label it. Mine don't have labels because that's your job to figure out where the labels go. Alex, can you please get the black bin for your table? All right, let me show you the supplies we have. We have green pipe cleaners, brown yarn, green felt pieces. We have some sunflower seeds. Everyone gets to use 5 sunflower seeds. And then we have brown paper for our soil, a blue paper to put everything onto, and our cupcake tins. Your job is to create a flower just like mine, and then you're going to take these labels to label your flower. All right, go ahead and start. Wow, you guys did a fantastic job making your flower. Let's clean up all our extra materials back in our bin. And I'm going to put your art projects over here to dry. So let's think about what we did today. We read a book about the parts of a plant, did a fun little song, we created an awesome graphic organizer together, and we even created our own plant. So I want you to give me a thumbs up if you think you know everything about the parts of the plant and their jobs, and you could teach it together. A thumb in the middle if you know a lot, but not all of it. And a thumbs down if you feel confused. That is awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. All right, let's see who can remember everything that we learned about. Who can list all the parts of the plant that we learned about? Shirley?
Roots, stem, leaves, flowers.
Great job. Can anybody remember one that's not on our graphic organizer? That helps us make other plants?
Stems.
The stem's on here. What is inside of our flower that falls off and makes a new plant?
Sugar.
The
Yellow sugar.
What's in the yellow circle?
Seeds.
Seeds. Great job. You remembered. Okay. Who can explain what the stem does?
Which one? Up in.
Yes, it carries the water up to the rest of the plant. Good job. One more question. Who can explain what the roots do for our flower? Shirley?
they bring the water from the ground up to the stem.
Perfect. I'm so happy you guys remember. So today we learned about plants, and given our art supplies, we were able to label the parts of the plant with 90% accuracy. I am so proud of you guys. I hope you had lots of fun.
Are y'all done?